All right, guys, welcome back to the squat cycle. This is week 4, session B. This is our heavy day. As you will notice, there's quite a bit of volume on the board. Full disclosure with this workout, today is Saturday. I took over an hour to even get warmed up, and the work start to finish, including a rest in between the back squat and front squat, also, as you will see, took well over an hour. When I'm going through this type of loading, this type of rep scheme where there are 14 working sets, you need to be fueled up properly, you need to be warmed up properly, have all the gear and equipment you need, and most importantly, your body needs to be healthy before you even think about touching this. So, again, full disclaimer, please only do this session if your body is feeling healthy. If not, please scale back the reps or the percentages here. Okay, we're trying to establish really good form, and we are lifting at a very sub-maximal percentage today in loading wise. So, getting right into it, week 4, session B. With the pause back squat, we're holding 1 second in the hole, exploding up and coming down however you want. We're going to be doing 3 plus 3 at 53%, 1 set at 2 plus 2 at 63, 1 set at 73%, 1 set now at a 2 plus 1, that is 2 pause back squats, 1 normal back squat at 78%, 1 at 81%, 1 at 84%, and then we're dropping to a 1 pause plus 1 normal rep at between 87 and 89%, with a 3.5 minute rest in between each set. So as you will notice, the loading has gone up. We've actually added 1 more working set. Thus, we've increased the rest interval by 30 seconds here and 30 seconds here as well for the front squat. So, breaking down how this went for me. I started the clock at the 10-second mark. I started my set, finished this, and right when the clock started is when I finished my first set. So that's why you see a 3:30-second start for my second set. Feeling out the movements here, this actually got the heart rate going pretty good. 6 total repetitions, the pause, the time under tension, felt good. Started hitting a groove here at 63%. Things were feeling a lot better, greased up. I took in 50 carbs during the warm up into these first 2 sets. So I took down an apple and then 2 scoops of 20 grams each of carbohydrates from First Form's Intraformance electrolytes. Third set. This is where things were starting to get serious. We were belting up, knee sleeves on, wearing my lifters. Again, really quality reps. It was definitely these 10% jumps were a little bit of shock to the system. That's why we're going to a 5% jump here and then 2 3% jumps here. So again, loading moderately heavy. We're operating in this working range of 70 to 80% here. The 81% felt really, really solid. Dropping off of this 1 rep here for that normal squat felt amazing. I felt like I was primed from my 2 pause back squats into my normal squats. The 84% was very heavy. The first pause squat felt great. The second one had a little bit of restriction coming up, but one of the things we're focusing on as we're working on the technical aspect is maintaining position throughout the entire lift. That's why I love to put in these pause back squats, because I felt like I held my position and it was simply just loading the muscle and not necessarily loading my joints, taking stress off of my back, taking stress off of my knees, and I felt like I was truly pushing through the squat how I was supposed to. And then hitting that final single rep there, again, the 2 pauses prior felt like I was primed and feeling really good, up for 84%. Now, where do you make this judgment call between 87 and 89%? One, you need to complete the 84%. If that felt super, super heavy, you can call it quits there and do your 6 working sets for the day. If you're feeling up to the challenge, this is an optional 1 plus 1 at 87 to 89%. This is a very high percentage lift, as I know for, most percentages, people's 4 RMs, 3 RMs, maybe even their 2 RMs are around this 90%. So please keep that in mind as we are playing around. If this isn't like a cookie cutter, one-size-fits-all program. So please make adjustments as necessary. I did 88% because making a jump of 15 pounds felt adequate, and we executed on it, and it felt pretty good. And after that last repetition, we finished at 28 minutes from the start of the first set finishing to the end of the last set, finishing and racking there. So half an hour to get through the back squats. That's expected when there are 7 working sets and 3.5 minutes rest, which is absolutely necessary. Again, higher percentages, higher loading, you need that rest period. So then we took about 20 minutes to refuel with water, electrolytes, and a little bit of nutrition from carbohydrates. I took down a Fuel for Fire, which is like a protein smoothie with some carbs. I took down 2 more scoops of First Form's carbohydrates, so another 40 grams there, 10 grams from the Fuel for Fire, so another 50 grams loaded up into the system, 200 calories. First working set starts at 48 minutes. We now have 4 minutes of rest between sets. And in this, again, a 1 second pause in squat. In this case, it's for the front squat, and then followed by some normal front squats. You'll notice the first 3 sets, exactly the same as the back squat. But where this is slightly different is our 2 working sets here. One at 76% and 2 at 76% and 2 at 79%. With this, not dropping down here and holding tension, time under tension for 4 working sets was quite the overload. The legs were pretty fatigued from the back squat. Again, that's why we took a pretty long rest and change here in between sets. But I felt really confident. One thing too, working on technique and the front squat, it's translating really well to my movement patterns. And if you check some of the other clips that I've posted of my back and front squat from week 4 session B, you will see that my movement pattern is starting to change. That muscle memory is starting to really connect, and it's really translating well to these mid-70s to 80% lifts. So I was very happy to see this set of 2+1 executed beautifully, in my opinion. Not perfect, but a lot better than it has been. So please check that out over time. And so start to finish, starting at 48 minutes, we ended at 78 minutes. So it took me 30 minutes exactly to get through 7 sets. And again, keep in mind, 7 working sets, 4 minutes rest in between. There is going to be a lot of rest time. So make sure, again, we're hydrating, we're fueling properly, we're doing the proper precautions to make sure our body is primed and prepped. So, hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. Hope you guys are getting something out of this. Welcome again to week 4, session B of the training squat cycle. As always, peace. Much love.